I'm sure kay Senator Go lang, baka 100 nakapila po sa labas ng opisina niya. Sa amin din po, we refer it to you. Kayo po yung mga doktor, kayo po yung mag-assess. 'Di ba? And if there's a mother fund that we can draw upon to support our countrymen, popondohan ho namin yan. Lalakihan pa po namin yan. But it shouldn't be healthcare will only be received kung merong kakilala. Yun ho yung ayaw po namin. Ayaw ko na makakakuha ka lang ng healthcare dahil may kakilala ka. Dapat dahil Pilipino ka, makakakuha ka ng tulong. And if the legislators or the local governments, if our help is to refer, dapat po at the end of the day, kayo pong implementing agency, kayo po yung nagpapatupad ng mga pondong ito. Yun lang po, Mr. Secretary, as a suggestion po sa inyo.
Thank you for the wonderful suggestion. And I'd like to explain also that in health financing, kailangan din natin yung private sector. Like for example, here in the Senate, naka-HMO yung mga empleyado. So may PhilHealth na sila, may HMO sila, and then they have access to you if they need help. So I hope that this kind of access to all of the separate funds will be available to all Filipinos. Like in Singapore, pag pumasok ka sa ospital, hindi social worker ang titingin sa'yo. Fund manager. Titingnan niya yung mga insurance mo at sasabihin niya sa'yo, ang kaya mo lang basic accommodation. Hindi, pwede ka magpa-admit sa single room kasi may HMO ka that can pay for the HMO. So parang dapat umalis tayo dun sa dati kasi indigent kaya social worker. Dapat ngayon siguro finance manager yung information sa hospital. Sasabihin nila, sorry ho, sa basic accommodation lang kayo. Kayo may income tax mo malaki. Pwede kang mag-pay para hindi ka na makipaglaban dun sa ano. So the rich will get the single room, the poor will get the basic accommodation. That's equity for me. Parang that's the direction of universal health coverage. Magkaroon tayo ng equity sa financing. Ganun din naman sa school eh. If you have children, hindi mo papasok sa public school, papasok mo sa private school, nagbabayad ka. May bayad pang ang VAT yun eh. Every time I pay tuition for my children, may VAT pa yun. So, but I'm giving up a slot for a public school indigent to be able to enter. So I'm looking at universal healthcare na parang ganon. Hindi mawawala yung private. The private will be there. It's 54% now. But I'm hoping in the future, we can expand as we become successful with this financing. The next step is expand na the public health system, na DOH system.
And to expand the ability of government to occupy the shared accommodation space in the private. I think that's
na-implement yan.
Yes.
No Secretary of Health implement, and I don't know how it will be accepted by the private hospitals kasi ginagamit nila yun eh. But we never monitor that. But now with UHC, I'd like to monitor that and see if the private hospitals are really giving. Some have offered after I did zero balance. Sabi niya, Dad, papatayo din ako ng PhilHealth ward para PhilHealth only. So it's also generating some kind of buzz in the private sector. In fact, when we raised the dialysis to 6,350 from 2,500, dati punong-puno yung mga dialysis center ng gobyerno kasi yun lang tumatanggap ng no balance na 2,500. Now at 6,350, wala pong mabiling dialysis machine. Kasi lahat ng private sector nagbilihan ng dialysis machine at tinatanggap nila lahat. When we did the 500,000 for heart attack, sa Medical City, sabi sa akin, jeepney driver, nag-heart attack, inangioplasty nila. Tanggap na lang nila yung 500,000 ng PhilHealth. So if we can generate PhilHealth's capacity, we don't even have to build more hospitals in the government side. We just ask the private sector to take care of our patients who have both HMO and PhilHealth. So ang feeling ko, we're getting there. We're getting to the universal healthcare law as we go with this health financing.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you. Thank you. We have Senator Go, but just before I give the floor to him, I just want to also add to the discussion that was ongoing. No, you gave an example, Secretary, about private schools, private hospitals, public schools, public hospital. Of course, the dream is that our public hospitals are run so efficiently, the services are amazing, that the dream is that people want to go to a public hospital, right? And many times, and some of my colleagues have been there, niyayabang ni President Gap Legazpi yung services na ino-offer ng PGH. And for the same reason, kaya nalungkot ako na biktima itong Southern Medical in Davao because they're also known in that region to be so good. Ano yan, alaga ni former President Duterte yan, alaga din ni Bongo yan. Hindi pa kami magkakilala, well, magkakilala naman kami, pero I was not even working with them when I was already working with Southern Medical. So ang daming magagaling na dun mo gusto dalhin yung pasyente. Sana mas dumami pa. Okay? Yun naman yun. I'm sure that's what you mean naman. So hindi
Madam Chair, I'll just like to state for a fact na I come from PGH, but I've also seen the DOH hospitals. Sa Cebu nga, sabi ng mga private hospital, hands down, mas maganda equipment ng Vicente Soto.
Oo, totoo
Ganun
yan.
din sa Southern Philippines. They even have a bariatric chamber. Things the private sector doesn't have.
Mm.
Sabi ko, this is the right thing kasi in other countries I've visited, talagang the modern healthcare is in the government-funded hospitals.
O kaya
And yung private lang yung, it has to invest money to build capacity.
Kaya nga ako nagka-intervene para may opportunity kang iyabang naman yon. Kasi yung example
ma'am.
mo, para namang aping-api naman, di ba? And for that reason, the health center, the lung center, NKTI, I mean, wala namang pupuna sa serbisyo at kakayahan ng mga doktor na nandyan, di ba? So, yun lang naman. Okay. The next point lang I want to raise is you mentioned that yung zero balance billing is available in all DOH hospitals, pero 40 provinces do not have a DOH hospital. Tama? O, sige.
Tama.
So, paano nyo i-address to? Meron bang sign dun sa mga probinsyang go here, drive 20 kilometers to the next DOH hospital para alam nila kung saan sila pupunta? Yan lang naman ang panay na tanong ng mga tao eh. Liwanagin mo sa kanila kung saan sila makikinabang dun sa zero balance. Pumunta ka dito, umakyat ka ng bundok, sumakay ka ng bangka, pagkatapos nun sumakay ka ng tricycle, makakarating ka sa next DOH hospital. Yun.
So on my first year, inoffer ko sa mga governors na ibigay nyo na lang sa 40 provinces na walang DOH hospital. Why don't you just renationalize your biggest hospital since you're complaining anyway at the cost of running it and expanding it, and then put your money in the district hospitals to serve primary care and secondary care. Some are agreeing. So may mga nagpapa-renationalize na. And now, dati ang DOH nag-o-oppose sa renationalization. Now, our stand is if a province is renationalizing, kung sila ay kasama dun sa 40, agree kami, priority sila. Pero kung tatlo na DOH hospital sa kanila, tapos gusto pa rin na mag-renationalize, unahin ko muna yung 40 na wala. And then we also built...
Madam Chair.
Let me just, sorry, baka mawala yung train of thought ko lang, sorry. Just to respond, you're asking now the 40 provinces that do not have a DOH hospital to consider renationalizing. When you do that, you will ask us for more budget. So magpaalam ka din sa amin. Kasi pag hindi ka humingi ng additional budget, wala pang bayad doon. Why do you have to ask them to renationalize? Why don't you just appoint them to be a zero balance hospital? There is nothing in the law that requires that they are a DOH hospital. Eh, di yung mga dagdag na gastos, tinulungan mo pa sila, tinulungan po yung taong bayan.
That's correct.
That's a great idea, right?
That's a great idea.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Senator Bongo.
Speaking of 40 provinces po, Madam Chair, speaking of 40 provinces na walang DOH hospital, magandang halimbawa po yung Mindoro, yung Oriental Mindoro. Island po ito na wala silang DOH hospital. Secretary, baka pwede nyo pong pag-aralan ito since hindi pa na renat itong Oriental Mindoro. Yung MAIP ninyo, hindi ma-expand ninyo ito sa hindi lang po sa DOH hospital, pati sa mga LG hospital. Kaya po sisingit ko na lang po ito, suggestion lang naman po Secretary Ted, and it's part of your commitment naman po. Marami po sa ating mga LG hospital ay malalayo yung mga DOH hospitals talaga. Halimbawa, Mindoro, pupunta pa sila ng Batangas. Pwede nyo ma-expand po yung inyong zero balance, no balance billing sected kung papalawakin nyo po itong sa LG hospital. Anyway, hinihingi ko ng commitment rin po sa inyo na tuloy-tuloy po na walang matanggihan ng mga pasyente, not only limited po sa DOH, kundi sa mga LGU hospitals po. Marami na nagpapatupad ng no balance billing, zero balance billing, pero marami pong nangangailangan pa rin po ng inyong tulong ng DOH, lalong-lalo na sa MAIP. At ang MAIP po, dapat walang pinipiling pasyente. Klaro naman po sa MAIP, indigent patients po yun. MAIFIP is medical assistance for indigents and incapacitated,
Capacitated. Ah, tama naman po yan,
financially incapacitated
patients.
patients. At meron man pong mga malasakit centers. Hindi naman po sa pinagmamalaki ko ito. Sa mga LGUs po, pwera doon sa DOH, pwede silang lumapit doon. Walang pipiliin po. Pera naman ng taong bayan yan, pera ng Pilipino yan. Lumapit lang sila ron, hingi sila ng tulong. At saka i-remind ko rin po sa PhilHealth, pakiusap ko lang sa inyo, mas mababawasan ang problema po ng DOH o ng MAIFI program kung tataasan niyo po ang inyong coverage. Malaking tulong po 'yun. Importante po ang dalawa dito, ang PhilHealth at ang DOH. At isisingit ko rin po, meron tayong batas na ipinasa rito noong 19 Congress. Priority po ito ng administration. Ito pong Regional Specialty Centers Act. Halimbawa sa SPMC, meron na hong mga heart center doon, lung center doon. Yan po ang sana mabigyan nyo po ng prioridad sa inyong HPEP for this year. Gusto ko rin pong tanungin sa inyo, magkano ho bang inilaan ninyo para sa mga specialty center? Para yung mga kababayan natin na may karamdaman sa puso, hindi na kailangan pumunta ng Quezon City, mas mahal pa yung pamasahe at wala silang kamag-anak rito, nag-aantay lang sila dyan sa tabi-tabi, wala silang matitirhan. Pero kung palawakin nyo po itong regional specialty centers ninyo, katulad ng SPMC, Cotabato, meron na, gaya ng sinabi mo kanina, Vicente Soto. Yun lang po ang gusto rin nating marinig, yung nabigyan nyo ba to ng priority itong regional specialty centers Act. Ito po yung mga 17 specialty centers. Anyway, I would like to place on record that I am hopeful with the health budget for next year. Ito po yung pagbabalik po ng 60 billion sa PhilHealth as early as July 2024. I had already raised serious concerns about the adverse impact of PhilHealth fund transfer. In fact, hindi po ako pumirma sa BICAM report for 2025 kasi ayaw ko pong na-zero ang PhilHealth. At dun sa plenary, sa period of amendments, ang sinuggest ko dun, bigyan ng tulong ang mga hospitals. Halos lahat ng hospitals, yun po yung sinuggest ko doon. Pero pagdating naman po sa dulo, hindi naman po nasunod, na zero pa ang PhilHealth. Kaya hindi po ako sumang-ayon doon dahil bilang chairman po ng Committee on Health, masyadong masakit sa akin na makita na zero ang itutulong ng gobyerno sa PhilHealth at hindi natin alam kung saan dinala. Nagkaroon po tayo ng 14 hearings during my time as chairperson po ng Committee on Health at tinutukan po natin itong PhilHealth talaga. At salamat rin po sa Supreme Court, pinigil nila at finally ngayon, ibabalik po yung 60 billion. Sana gamitin nyo na po ito sa tama, itong 60 billion for next year. At salamat rin po na nabayaran na po yung sa ating pagpupursige, yung 27 billion para sa health emergency allowances. At ngayon, nag-release na po yung 6.7 billion DOH, am I correct? Na sa ating pagpupursige rin po, pakiusap po sa inyo na release na ng DBM at ng DOH yung 6.7 billion at meron pang, ito yung appeals, no, nainganyo silang mag-claim ng kanilang allowances dahil services rendered naman po ito, pinagpawisan at pinagpaguran po ito ng ating mga health workers na hero po ng pandemya. Ngayon, meron po yatang natitirang 1.8 billion. Baka pwede nyong mabigyan rin po ito ng prioridad sa susunod na taon. Nasama niyo ba ito sa inyong sa NEP or sa inyong appeal o sa Tier 2? Wala, no? So, mas mahirap kung money claim po ito, mas matatagalan po. Anyway, Madam Chair, ang hinihingi ko lang po sa kanila ay ang commitment na wala pong matanggihang mga mahirap nating kababayan. Kaya po tayo merong one-stop shop na pwede nilang lapitan. Pera po ng taong bayan yan. Kayo po masusunod, ang social worker, medical chief, kayo po magdidetermine kung sino po yung nangangailangan ng tulong ng mga mahirap nating kababayan. Dapat po walang politika rito. Dapat tulungan yung mga kababayan nating mahirap. At second, ito pong mga health centers. Matagal ko na pong pinaalala sa inyo several hearings na po, we have consistently reminded the DOH to make sure that these health facilities are completely and properly equipped. Matagal ko yung sinasabi, every hearing po, pinapaalala ko sa inyo, pwede ba nating i-play lang po sandali?
Natapos na ba ito? At hindi po ito dapat maging white elephant na wala pong mangyayari, na nakatayo lang dyan at hindi naman po siya magiging operational. We also want to
Last year pa po yan, no? March 12, pinapaalala ko po sa inyo.
natapos na ba ito?
Operational.
At
to make it operational. I think thrice ko po yung pinaalala sa inyo.
hindi po ito dapat maging white elephant na wala pong mangyayari, na nakatayo lang dyan at hindi naman po siya magiging operational. We also want to ensure that public health facilities we are constructing would be operational. Dapat po mapapakinabangan po ito at hindi po ito magiging white elephant. We also want to ensure that the public health facilities we are constructing would be operational. Dapat po mapakinabangan ng mga ito at hindi po nakatayo at maging white elephant po. Dapat maayos rin po pagtatayo at may equipment po na magagamit. Marami pa ring reklamo na hindi po operational ang kanilang mga health facilities.
At good news naman po, no? Meron po ako nakita ng mga health centers na pinaganda po ng LGU. Sila mismo nagbigay ng kanilang counterpart, nag-fund po sila ng sarili nilang pondo. Halimbawa po, pakita natin yung sa IMUS. Ma-flash nyo sa screen. John? IMUS, Gentry, pinaganda po nila, parang hospital. Yan. Yan sa Gentry. Ginawa nilang parang hospital, may aircon pa yung super health center nila, mga health centers. Yun lang po ang paalala ko sa inyo muli sa DOH. Please, ayan sa Anilao, pinaganda, may second floor, dinagdagan nila yung pondo nila. Please make it operational at wag po maging white elephant. At ngayon, nabanggit kanina, 60% ang rason ay personnel po, mga doctors, mga pangailangan. Pwede ho ba itong mabigyan ng prioridad ng DOH with the budget increase of 23 billion for next year para sa National Health Workforce Support System or HRH deployment? So pag mas maraming madideploy, mas makakatulong sa mga health workers na hindi na sila pumunta sa ibang bansa para magtrabaho, maingganyo natin sila rito. Dahil isa sa kanilang concern ay maging plantilla rin po sila, yung mga benepisyong matatanggap nila dito